My name is Kunle David, popularly called Kunle Tatafo in the entertainment industry. I'm a graduate of mass communication and advertising from the City University, formerly known as Auchi Polytechnic in Edo State. Um, I'm a comedian. Comedy has been my identity right from while I was small, acting and participating in school plays, school dramas. I was able to cut a niche for myself, especially when I got into the higher institution, anchoring events and most campus shows, which also gave me the leverage and the opportunity to perform around campuses. So I was able to build myself, and I found out that I can actually make a living out of comedy. And let's say God gave the talent, and we built on what we have. I have been around for quite a while, about 23 years on stage, anchoring various kind of events. What will we say? Social, religious, corporate. What? God has been faithful. Really, God has been faithful. I actually had a good job, but I knew that was not my calling, and I got into comedy. And honestly, I have not been disappointed. Basically, I pick my joke mostly from the religious sect. I am one of the few people they call gospel comedian. We actually created that for ourselves, and even though a lot of people don't want to agree, but we cannot serve God and mammon. So some of us decided to stand for God, and that's why it's like we don't hear the name everywhere. Yes, but even as it is, God has been faithful. We have remained in the circle, of the religious sect, doing our thing, and a whole lot of comedy are even around there in the Bible passages, some Bible stories. You have a whole lot of things that you can pick up from. So my inspiration has always been God and the things around the religious circle. Funky for okay. In 2004, I had actually gone to advertise a stage drama titled "Virgin for Sacrifice," and while in the studio, it was quite funny the way I was making the presentation, and a radio personality, on-air personality called LD, the Lochnan Dumbin, I found it interesting. And when I was done, he said, "Guy, that was funny. Can you come around every Friday? Let's do some comedy stuff." That was 2004, May or thereabout. I said, "Well, okay." And so from 2004 rather, I started going to the studio every Friday. That was when I got to meet Dan the humorous. So we ran the show together for like a year. Then in 2005, one of my colleagues, who is Tekena Ayala, were then together in Cornerstone Insurance. I told him to come, join us. And again, Michael Ogulo came that day to advertise something, a show that he was doing. But the four of us met in the studio that particular day, and it was a blast. 4 comedians in the studio. It was a blast. And so when we're done, LD said, "Guys, this is nice. Can we do this next Friday?" And we said, "Okay." And since 2005, we started coming every Friday, and we have not missed an edition. That is, we have not gone on leave or gone on strike. So since 2005 till date, that's about 17 years, we've kept it real. I guess one of our greatest challenge is people not being able to differentiate between comedians and yabbas. Let me just put it that way, because a whole lot of them don't know that comedy is not about yabbing or insulting people. You can have your storyline and end with a punchline, and people will laugh. You can create a comic, by yourself. A lot of people now believe that because some people insult and yab people, so they don't want to call you into an event or invite you for a show, because they believe that other people who insult their principal, let me just say that, people who pay you to come and anchor event for them. So people look at us like same. But I think the major challenge we have is most of the comedians not really knowing their onions, trying to put the bad tag on other comedians. Let me just say, not really understanding why they are in the entertainment industry. Collaboration in comedy, yes, like the Funky Four, we are four standing comedians, good in our own right. We all have various individual shows we handle, but we come together. Oftentimes, if the money is good, yeah, people will say, I want the entire crew. And the four of us go to anchor events. We've done various, both political, both social, religious, a whole lot of events we have done together. And outside Funky Four, yes, there are people who will tell you, I want you to pair or partner with this person to make this event interesting. So yeah, definitely, I've done a whole lot partnering in and outside Nigeria. Okay, I have a show on radio called My Yard People. It was actually born out of my series. I do a series on Facebook called Landlord and Landlady Comedy Series. And people started putting pressure on me. This thing is funny, why not bring it to the radio? And when I brought out a proposal, the first radio station I presented it, they said, no, don't take it elsewhere, just keep it here. And it's a comedy show that centers around what happens, within the yard. For those of us who grew up, within the yard setting, where you have the landlord, the landlady, the caretaker, the people in front, people at the backyard, such stories. So I have different characters I pick, and every episode I bring stories that people will have to contribute, call in to contribute. It's a live show, so people call in to give suggestions, and we just roll it for about 1 hour hereabout. My favorite comedian would be Basket Mouth. We have done events together. I like his creativity and I love his punchline. Well, it's difficult for me to pick between Basket Mouth and Bobby because they are my very good friends, and I love them because they don't really look at who to insult or who to yab to arrive at a punchline. They think out their jokes, and by the time they are dropping the last line, you see people laughing. So between Bobby and Basket Mouth, they are my favorites. I think it's in Ibadan. I think it's University of Ibadan. That should be the first university. I think so. Presently, I think it's about 260 something. With the new licenses approved, I think it's about 200 plus right now. It should be about 200 or 200 plus right now. Well, recently I was in an event, and I always tell people, I don't know who brought the idea of this serve yourself or buffet or whatever, but it's really not for us, because we found out that a whole lot of people are not used to that kind of thing. When you see things on the table lined up, you see people asking, Madam, what's with that thing? Put them. What's with this one? Put them. You have not even seen it. I had a situation where we went for an event, and when we're done, all the drivers were called in to come and eat, and there was a particular driver who just joined the train, and he just went. The moment he collected pounded yam, he started looking at all the soups and like, okay, I've seen this one. Then he saw the white soup and decided to take the white soup and put chicken there. Unfortunately, it was not soup, it was salad cream. So when he got there, he started putting the pounded yam inside the salad cream, he started squeezing his face. And the other was like, guy, what is your problem? He said, nah, this soup don't sour. So who will now go and explain to him that was salad cream? So it's part of what we're saying. When you go to parties and you go for buffet, please eat what you know. Nobody select what you don't know, the point is. Okay guys, this is Kunle Tatafo, the one and only albino comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun having you around. Subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel at TAF TV. Subscribe, like, and share, and we're good to go. TAF TV, God our back. Merci beaucoup. Tout à fait, John avec la. Au volet. Merci. Et toi?